and Dad's 50th wedding anniversary. It's an amazing milestone. Paul and I have been so excited and honored to host this party at our home, and so please enjoy and make yourselves at home. Our hospitality is an inherited trait.
Yes, that's for sure.
It's a funny story how Mom and Dad met. Mom went to Union Endicott High School with her two best friends, Mary Ann and Bonnie. I guess Bonnie moved and went to Maine Endwell, where she met Dad. Bonnie wanted Dad to meet Monica. So a group of them met and went bowling together. And that was the start of their relationship. And here we are 50 years later. Wow. Yay. So Mom lived on Washington Avenue across the street from St. Ambrose Church. Dad would be invited for Sunday dinner, and Grandma Rooney would have to make 2 chuck roasts instead of 1 because Dad would bring his little brother Paul along with him. So they married on April 16th, 1966 at St. Ambrose Church. Mary Ann Gretschy was Mom's maid of honor, and Paul Mahalik was Dad's best man. On February 6th, 1967, I was born. So you do the math. Karen and I were almost Irish twins because 13 months later, she was born. Woo! They didn't waste any time starting a family. Dave came along a little later, and Joey, well, I'm not sure they were expecting to have a 4th child, but they were surely not preventing it from happening. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So growing up, Dad was always working, and Mom took care of the house and us 4 kids. She definitely had the tougher job. That's for sure. I'm sure if the roles were reversed, we would probably not be here today. That is true.
I think you're starved to death.
Yeah. But I do remember most nights, Mom would let us kids stay up and see Dad before we went to bed. He would come home from working 10 to 12-hour days, 7 days a week, and Mom would have a full meal on the table waiting for him. Wow. Okay. Knock it off. Okay. For as busy as Mom and Dad were, they always made time to take us on lots of vacations. Grandpa's camp, swimming at the reservoir, and going to the North Pole, Hershey Park, Wildwood, New Jersey. Joey, what hotel did we stay at?
Bell Harbor.
Bell Harbor.
It was a beauty.
We even took an RV trip with the Alamontes and traveled to Disney. That was quite the trip. The best times, though, were just hanging with the family. I don't mean just us 6. I mean all our extended family. We are also close to our grandparents. We were also close to our grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. The grown-ups would party and us kids would play, and boy did we have quite the imagination. It was the best times. Now Dad is certainly the most hard-working person I know, but for how hard as he works, he even plays and parties harder. He certainly has earned and deserves everything he's ever done and owned. Mom and Dad are a great team. They complement each other and they never take one another for granted. I do have to say Mom is more practical than Dad. I inherited that gene. And for those of you who didn't know this, Dad, on the other hand, is a salesman's dream. He can be talked into buying anything, and he has everything. Just to let you know, us kids dread the thought of having to clean out your treasures and collectibles. We thought Aunt Mary and Uncle Ray had stuff. Dad beats them hands down. He's lucky that Mom supports him for the most part, except for a few arguments like winter mats for the Corvette. Come on, you know that car will never be driven.
Cheers on that.
Finally, Mom and Dad have retired. They don't have to wake to an alarm clock, and Dad can do his yard work in the morning instead of at 8 p.m. at night. They are the best grandparents. I don't know what we all would have done if it wasn't for them babysitting and helping cart our kids around when we weren't available.
You mean Mom.
Dad started though. So thank you. We also want to thank you for all your love and support. You both have taught us all to be hardworking, respectful, caring, and giving. So let's raise our glasses. May God bless you both and keep you safe and healthy so that you may enjoy each other for many years to come. Hear, hear, hear.